Hello everyone. Today I Kavana MI is here to make a video on the topic green fuel. So let's start. Introduction. Green fuels are renewable and environmentally friendly alternatives to traditional fossil fuels. They are produced from sustainable sources such as biomass, algae or hydrogen. Examples include biodiesel, ethanol, hydrogen fuel cells and renewable natural gas. Now, what are biofuels? These are the fuels derived from biomass such as plants, animals, or organic waste. Biofuels can be used as liquid fuels for transportation, such as ethanol, biodiesel, or biogas. Biofuels can reduce greenhouse gas emissions and dependence on imported oil, but they also compete with food production and may have negative effects on land use and biodiversity. Now, what is an hydrogen? Hydrogen is a clean and versatile fuel that can be used for various applications such as transportation, power generation, and industrial process. Hydrogen can be produced from different sources such as water, natural gas, biomass, or renewable energy. However, not all hydrogen is green. Green hydrogen is the hydrogen that is produced from renewable energy sources such as wind or solar using a process called electrolysis. Electrolysis splits water into hydrogen and oxygen using electricity. Green hydrogen does not emit any greenhouse gases or pollutants during its production or use, unlike other types of hydrogen that rely on fossil fuels. What is a biogas? Biogas is a type of green fuel that is produced from organic waste, such as animal manure, food waste, sewage, or plant material. Biogas is generated by anaerobic digestion, which is a process where microorganisms break down the organic matter in the absence of oxygen. The main components of the biogas are methane and carbon dioxide, which can be used as substitute for natural gas or fossil fuels. Now, what are the advantages of these green fuels? Reducing greenhouse gas emissions and air pollution. Green fuels such as wind and solar emit little to no greenhouse gases or pollutants into the air, unlike fossil fuels, which are the main cause of the global warming and health problems. Saving money and creating jobs. Green fuels are becoming cheaper and more competitive than fossil fuels, especially as technology improves and demand increases. Green fuel also create more jobs and economic opportunities than fossil fuels as they require more workers for installation, maintenance and operation. Now, increasing energy security. Green fuels can reduce dependence on imported oil and gas and diversify the energy mix. Green fuels can also be transported and distributed using existing infrastructure such as pipelines or tankers. Creating economic opportunities. Green fuels can create new markets and industries for renewable energy and green technologies. Green fuels can also generate jobs and income for local communities and regions with abundant renewable resources. Now, what is a solar cell? A solar photovoltaic PV cell converts sunlight directly into electricity. It consists of layers of semiconducting materials, typically silicon. When sunlight hits the cell, it excites electrons in the material, creating an electric current. This current is then captured and used as electricity. The construction includes a top layer that allows sunlight to pass through an absorber layer that absorbs the photons and a bottom layer that collects the electrons. Now, what are the advantages of the solar cell? These are renewable and clean energy sources, reduces carbon emissions and help combat climate change, requires little maintenance and has a long lifespan, can be installed in various sizes from small residential systems to large-scale power plants. What are the disadvantages of the solar cell? Initial installation costs can be high. Electricity generation depends on sunlight availability, making it intermittent, requires a large surface area for significant power generation. Production and disposal of the solar cell panels can have some environmental impact. Now, how is the generation of green hydrogen takes place? The generation of green hydrogen through electrolysis of water involves passing an electric current through water, splitting it into hydrogen and oxygen gases. This process typically uses renewable electricity sources like solar or wind power, making it a sustainable method for producing hydrogen fuels. The electrolysis process produces clean hydrogen without any greenhouse gas emissions. Now, the hydrogen produced can be stored and used as a clean energy source in various applications such as fuel cells for transportation or powering industrial process. So the image given here shows the electrolysis to produce hydrogen. Here water is taken in the. Now, what are the advantages? One advantage of the generating energy through the electrolysis of water to produce greenhouse hydrogen is that it produces a clean and renewable energy source. It helps reduce carbon emission and dependence of fossil fuels. Additionally, the process can be versatile as hydrogen can be stored and used in various applications, including transportation, heating, and electricity generation. It offers flexibility in energy storage and can contribute to a more sustainable and low carbon future. Thank you.